Hello everybody and welcome to my game reviews today. Today I'm reviewing Tilt for the Commodore 64 and also Driller. So why I'm reviewing two today? Well, there's one big reason for that. I like to show people that 3D has not just been a very recent thing. 3D has been around for some time. And yeah, these are the two 3D games for the Commodore 64. Now loading up at the moment is Tilt. Now, the thing is that the 80s computers weren't really capable of doing 3D, but there were some clever programmers out there that can make 3D games on the Commodore 64, and this is one of them. Now, I found this one very impressive, and I will show you in a minute why. Now, here's Tilt loaded up. You could tell on its 3D text it's a 3D game. Now, the box art looks pretty naff. It shows like a schoolboy holding like a pencil up or something. It doesn't look very good, but it doesn't do this game justice because it's quite a good game. Now let's play some Tilt. Now what you have to do on this game is you have to get through these barriers without hitting them or hitting the walls, like I just hit a sideboard there. You got to fall down that hole right at the end without hitting anything. Now, that sounds really easy, but you can tell by the way I'm playing it at the moment, it's not that easy. See, every time I hit the side or hit any of those barriers, I lose energy. And the more energy I lose, the less likely I'm going to do the level. So here, I've already done the level. You see, every time I could get past those blocks there, that lifts up, the more energy I get. Now, what I really like about this 3D is it runs really smoothly, and the ball, if you look at it carefully and you look at the board, looks really nice 3D, and there's no lag in it whatsoever. It runs very, very nicely. Just to say the Commodore 64 didn't have as good processor as the Sinclair Spectrum, when you look at this, it's really, really good. Now this is when it does get a lot harder. When you start to get on this stage. Now I don't think I could ever get past this part. It's simply, you don't actually control the ball on this game, you actually control the board. So it's like lifting up a board, like now, lift up the board to your right, then left to the left. You don't control that ball whatsoever. It's very strange how you play it, but it also has very good physics. Here we go. I think I almost done it. No, no, no! Oh! Now, I can never do this level. Let's try again. Push right down this time. Yes, get round this corner. Yes. One thing I just noticed now, every time the ball runs over that hole, it makes a little sound. That's a nice little touch to this game. Oh no, it's now on backup power, so if I have to hit anything like now, like a wall or that stick thing right there, it's game over. And see, it's game over for me now, and well, that's it, a Tilt. It's now time to see another game that was 3D on the Commodore 64, and that game is called Driller. Now this game was a little bit more known because it was released on all sorts of platforms. It was released on the Atari ST, it was released on the Amiga, it was released on the Sinclair Spectrum, so this game was very well known. But to be honest, this game wasn't so good on the Commodore 64. That was a bit too laggy for me, and you will see in the moment. But now let's see what Tilt didn't have. It has a very nice loading screen with very nice ocean loading music. Now, this was probably one of the best parts of the game for me, actually seeing this load up screen. It looks really well detailed. I think the Earth could have done by a little more curvy, but that's only a small little fault. Now it's time for Driller. Now what I love about this game is I love the music. This music is fantastic. I don't know who did it. I'm not the one for knowing who composed the music, but whoever composed the music for this game, it's fantastically done. Now you will see what I mean by how much it lags. Now every time you press the joystick up, it moves like 3 seconds later, it moves the picture. I think the problem of that because of the C64's processor, it only had like it had about 1 GHz-ish processor, and I think you can really tell in this game, it really does lag. I think I've seen the Sinclair Spectrum version of this, and it does run slightly bit better. And the Amiga version, it does run very smoothly on the Amiga. It's very impressive on the Amiga. Now, as far as I know about the storyline to this game, you're out in this universe, you're looking for resources to continue your empire or something. Now, if I understand it, if you shoot some of these triangles, you get more power. Now this game does really prove that the Commodore 64 can do 3D, it can build a world in 3D, but this also does show that it wasn't capable of running it smoothly. Getting all this onto a 16K of, well, not 60K, 64K of memory it's got, it's very impressive. Very impressive how they did this. Now I did understand that there were other 3D 64 games, like I think it was Castle Master, and that did run very quickly on the Commodore 64, but it also came out on the Spectrum and it was a bit better on the Spectrum. And has anybody ever completed this game? If you have, well, I'd like to know if you completed it, because when I played this game I found it extremely hard. Like, when you come off the platform in this game, for example, come out the world, you end up somewhere else. And when you come off the other platform, then you die, you just end up upside down. I don't know why all that happens. It's a very, very strange game. I've never ever played any game that was like this in my life. In a way I do find it quirky, and those doors do remind me of it reminds me of Nightmare, in fact, the old CITV program on ITV. You know, when you have to guide that boy through a black door. It definitely reminds me of that. Now you can see what I mean when you drive up this platform. you end up in like another strange world. Oh, here we go, we're upside down now. Now every time you move, your energy and your shield goes down. And there seems to be nowhere out of here, you just... Every time you move, you're gonna die. There we go, I think we're going. We're going to die. I don't think we can get out whatsoever. Help! I'm trapped! I'm trapped upside down! Help! Here we go, we're dead now. Well, I didn't think the person who put the demo had any clue how to play it, so I had no kind of else chance to complete it. And that's the end of my game review. Goodbye everybody, I'll see you next time.